to Ramsay in 10. First of all, let's start off with saying a big thank you to everybody at the NHS. What an extraordinary week yet again. And your work has been phenomenal. And more importantly, true superstars, everyone. And having family working for the NHS, I know how hard you're working. So thank you and God bless. Right, Ramsay in 10. I'm going to make the most amazing curry. My favourite curry is the butter chicken, but this is a curry with a twist because it's sort of, it's great for the kids and it's got butternut squash. If you can't get butternut squash in there, trust me, we can use courgettes or zucchini, as we say in the US. It's simple, it's delicious, and then we're laughing at us.
We're not in the US, so don't say zucchini.
No, but just think, Matilda, right? Pass me the fries. Number 2, head of direction today is the one and only Matilda, the TikTok sensation, savage. Smile.
Why are you going so
I'm
slow?
so glad those braces have gone. Aren't you?
That was like 5 years
I'm
ago.
joking. It was 5 years ago. Right. So, where's the sous chef? Where is he? There he is. Hello. Zoom, zoom. Blink. Oh. And Mum.
Hello.
And Peanut.
She's cold, she's been swimming.
Peanut, you stink. Poo. Carlos. Poo. Poo. Right. Okay, here we go. Curry in a hurry. It's delicious. I'm using a very simple layout of ingredients. Right. Are you sure the braces aren't in there still?
Do you want me to focus on that?
Yes, please.
That's what I thought.
Savage. Right. Are we ready? Start the clock, please. Thank you. 10 minutes.
Start the clock.
Yes. Right. First off,
Go
pans
in.
on. I'm using a non-stick pan again. Told you I bought this about 4 weeks ago from Tesco's. I think it was about $8.99. Tefal, incredible. That's for a little surprise at the end, and I'll do something sort of pretty majestic that goes perfectly well with the curry. You don't need me to show you how to cook rice, okay? So that you know. What's happened over the last 2 months? You guys have turned into a nation of foodies. This is how we do a quick curry midweek, especially when the kids are here, there, everywhere. Pan on. Let's pan down, please, Tilly.
To what?
But to the ingredients.
I just done
To
that.
what? Ingredients, right? Red onion.
Pan down.
Can you do as you're told, please, madam?
I'm down. What would you like me to do now?
Red onion, butter squash is peeled, small knob of ginger, a beautiful fresh chilli. Chicken, I'm using breasts here, okay, there's 2 breasts. This chicken dish is enough for 6, but thighs are brilliant. If you want to use the drums, just keep the drums whole, but I've taken the bone out of the top of the breast. After that, we've got some fresh frozen peas, coconut milk, chopped canned tomatoes, a little bit of chicken stock, curry powder, and a little touch of olive oil. First off, forget the chopping for a moment, okay? I know you can all chop, but box grater, take the top of the butternut squash and just grate it, okay? Now, as you start grating, open up your hand. I need an extra 2 minutes, by the way, because that was the introduction, so you
Yeah, I
can't...
was going to say, 2 minutes are already gone.
Yeah, but you can't treat
Start
that.
again?
Yes, please. You're tough tonight, Till. Start again, please. Kid, thank you. Now, open up your hand. Oscar's hungry. Okay, from there, literally, grate. Now, a lot of you would never think about putting a pumpkin inside the curry, but honestly, for my beloved vegetarians out there, a pumpkin curry on its own, done the same way with vegetable stock, is just as delicious. Now look, from there.
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, we get down to the end. Relax. Relax, kid. From there, look, and then just there. This is where you go slowly now, okay? I'll leave that a little bit on the end. Right, from there, look, great. Just tap it very quickly. Okay, now, butternut squash has a lot of water, okay? Get the pan nice and hot. And first off, we'll start cooking that. A little drizzle, turn up the gas, drizzle of oil.
That's not a little.
And you are on one today. Now, use the pan and spread the butternut squash throughout, okay? It's amazing when you start grating these vegetables, the yield, okay? It gets very, very, very sort of, you know, cost effective. From there, whack that gas up. A touch of salt. Carlos, please. From there, lightly seasoned. Get your curry powder, okay? Pan down, please. Tills. Now, you can use a beautiful garam masala. This is just a beautiful curry powder, fragrant. and just lightly sprinkle that over the butternut squash. 2.5 teaspoons. Now, garam masala, beautiful, fragrant, delicious. Get that working there now, okay? Use the pan on the outside and start cooking all that beautiful butternut squash. Now for the onion. Again, hold it, almost like a cricket ball, in, and just literally start grating again. And this sort of makes it a lot easier. I'll tell you why. As it starts to cook, it sort of pretty much disintegrates. And more importantly, I use the red onion because of the sort of sweetness. They're less bitter than a white onion. And honestly, it's a sort of very mild flavour.
2 minutes gone.
2 minutes gone. I know it's curry in a hurry, but Tilly, you don't have to push me. Okay? That's not your job, kid.
I've never seen an onion grated before.
Oh, ready? Yeah. Okay. From there, lift that up. Tap. Again. Okay. And then get that onion in there. Now. Beautiful. From there, start mixing that up. I've got a little bit of colour on that beautiful butternut squash. Now, you can see why we only needed a touch of oil in there. And that butternut squash grated gives a really nice sort of rich texture to the curry. It's pretty incredible. Okay, again, just a touch of seasoning on top of the onions. And now, get the chili, okay? I'm going to keep the seeds in. Again, roll it nice and flat. Keep the chili. It's not spicy, stop it.
Keep the seeds in,
Yes.
it will be spicy.
But, honestly, as the curry sort of cooks, you need that little bit of heat in there, okay? Fresh chili. Now, the ginger, okay? Get that literally sort of almost sweating off. Again, get the back of the spoon and spread it across the pan. This way it cooks so much quicker, okay? And look, we've only chopped the chili and look what's inside the pan. Get a little microplane, get the knob of ginger and grate that, okay? Again, hold it nice and firm. Don't rush. But what happens now is that this sort of ginger disintegrates beautifully and it gets really nice and pureed. Pan down, please, pan down, pan down. See?
Oh my
Look at that.
goodness.
With all that beautiful juice, okay? And again, ginger is very fibrous, okay? Incredibly fibrous, it's very, very hard to sort of, fine dice. And then when you start dicing it on top of the board's wet and all the flavour of the ginger has gone into the board. So I want the flavour of the ginger in the curry. So we grate it.
4 minutes gone, you're nearly
okay.
halfway.
Relax, relax, relax.
Don't tell me to relax.
And
I'm
look at
making curry in a hurry.
From there, tap, tap, tap. Get your knife in there and just literally grate all that down. Now, beautiful. Now, pan down, please.
Oh, it's just down.
Oh no, come back down, please. Now, look at that. The smell of that is incredible. Like I said, I'm using curry powder. The nice thing about this dish, make your own spice mix, make your own garam masala. Beautiful. Sweating that off like that, it's almost like a paste in there, okay? And the good news is, we've taken out the water, okay? Now, create a little sort of hole in the center. From there, just a teaspoon of oil in again, and then get your chicken, okay? Now, chicken in, okay?
Halfway.
This is a breast of chicken, so they will cook so quickly. Depending on the time, right? Cut them smaller or bigger. You want to do it in 20 minutes? A bit chunkier. I like them in a little sort of dice. Takes on that aroma, the aromats. The chicken is sitting in now, okay? Again, look. This is one of the most easiest, delicious curries you'll ever do. But more importantly, as it sits in the fridge, what you don't use, honestly, the next day, it's incredible. Now, look at that.
Is it going to be as good as Mum's curry?
Matilda,
Yeah.
this is a curry in a hurry. Now,
Mum's slow cooked and
as that's
delicious.
cooking, okay, peas in, okay? Peas go in. That's going to give a little bit of sort of texture and freshness to this curry. Again, now, look at that. Spinach, okay, baby spinach is going to go at the very, very end. Right. Fragrant and delicious. Now,
6 minutes gone.
relax, Tilly, please.
I don't need to relax.
If you're doing this vegetarian style, then obviously no chicken, no stock, except vegetable stock. Lots of pumpkin, butternut squash, zucchini, and lots of spinach. It is so good. Now, Look at that, look. Pan down, please, pan down. Tilly. The chicken is seared in there, okay? Now, for some richness. Chopped tomatoes go in. Turn up the gas, okay? After that, give them a little stir. You can see it starting to come together. From there, the coconut milk. And that gives it a sort of sweetness. Also, it gives a little added richness. It's a really nice, oh, sugar. Tilly, you're not supposed to pan down.
You're so messy.
You're not supposed to pan down to that. Now, fold that in, okay? Bring that up to the boil.
Careful.
And this is where you start to think, wow, do I need a touch more stock? Again, just a couple of tablespoons of stock. If you haven't got stock, honestly, water is fine. Bring that up to the boil and simmer gently. Now, let that simmer. I'm going to taste it and correct the seasoning. Now, what's the perfect accompaniment, okay, with a curry?
Rice.
No, roti bread, okay? This is so simple, let me tell you. Rice, clearly, yes, of course. But, bread. When I say roti bread, this is so simple, okay? I've got 120 grams of flour, okay? A little pinch of salt, okay? A small glug of olive oil, and about 120 grams of water. This is such a lovely accompaniment. Start rolling the water around, fold that in, okay? And all we'll do now is get to sort of a nice soft dough texture. Pan down to the curry, please. Look at those flavours. Thank you.
Dad, you've got 2 minutes
I know.
left.
Relax.
This is ambitious today.
Relax. Now,
How are you going to do it?
listen, it's a curry in a hurry. It was a delicious one. Can you just pan down to the bread, please?
You just told me to pan down to the curry.
I know, but then swap over. Now, look.
Okay.
Bring that back, okay? And all you're going to do is shape that into a little dough. If you let that rest, okay, for about 15 minutes, okay, what happens now, it starts to relax. And from there, it sort of forms this beautiful, light bread dough. The rock salt gives it the most incredible flavour, okay? But look, a beautiful ball. Let that sit and relax. Obviously, I made one earlier. I've cut it into 4, okay? And look, from there, I've got these beautiful little balls. Pan down, please. And across to the curry. Look at that flavour in there
Anything
now.
else?
Yes, yeah, busy. Now, correct the seasoning first, as that cooks. But look at the texture. Wow. Texture. So, that is delicious. I'm not just saying that because you can't taste it. I really do mean it. I promise you. From there, okay, when you're cooking, always pin down the side of the pan. Look. Pan down, please. Pan down, please.
Dad, I hate to say it, but you've got 30 seconds left.
I know, but wait, look
I'm
at
going to
that.
allow you extra for your bread.
In 2 minutes' time, that chicken's going to be cooked. I need 2 more minutes, please. So, granted?
So it's Ramsay and 12 today. Ramsay 12 every week. Apart from last week, but you're making pasta, so.
Lightly flour your hands. Okay?
Lightly?
Light. Hot pan on, okay? Nothing in there, okay? Get the rolling, okay? And then look, with the bread, just literally roll these out, okay? Now, I quite like them sort of thin, okay? And the more you let this relax, okay, the better they become. Turn it over, fold it, and roll, okay? If you get nice and thin, then it gets really nice and toasty on the outside, okay? Look at that. Now, off, okay? Now, look at that, beautiful. Fold it over like that, and then go on to the next one, okay? Touch of flour. I know, time tills, I know, but look.
It's okay, we're allowing
What?
you extra.
2 more minutes, please. Look, pan down, please. And see, once you let this dough relax, it's so easy to roll, and it makes the most amazing bread for the curry. But I've got a little trick coming up. Okay, once it's nice and thin like that, okay, roll it back onto the roller, okay, lightly salt the pan, okay, a splash of oil in there, okay, and watch, take that, get it nice and thin, and look, into the pan she goes, okay, back up the gas, that's on full, and look, watch that roast. Now, bang back up to here, please. The spinach. The spinach being rinsed, okay? Lay that spinach over, okay? And then get a spoon and start folding that in. Just watch what happens. The spinach almost sort of disintegrates, but gives it a really nice brightness to the curry. And 2 tablespoons of curry powder, a fresh chili, but look at that. And literally in 9 minutes you can see that chicken is already cooked. If I was using the most amazing thigh, I'd let it cook a little bit longer. The spinach takes seconds to cook, but look at that inside. Now you can put chickpeas in there. I've got fresh peas and spinach. Pan down the bread, please. Now look at that. Over to the end and push away and flip. Push away and flip. And then bang, back down. Now, that fresh bread there is beautifully crisp. I mean, really crisp. The chicken, look at the textures of that, honestly. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Now, just the smell of that, let that simmer. When I get hold of that bread, this bread literally takes 90 seconds each side, okay? Now, fresh coriander, and then look, a beautiful spoon of curry on. I want to sort of build up the excitement with that. It's nice and thick, and by literally, okay, grating that butternut squash, look at the texture. And then from there, get your bread straight out of the pan, and literally on, there, 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 there. And there you have the most amazing curry in a hurry. Maybe not 10 minutes, but it is 11 minutes and 58 seconds. A delicious curry. Now, please enjoy. I know it's a little bit hot out there today, but making this for the weekend, honestly, is incredible.